Hey everybody, Papa Gord here once again. So in the comments from one of the last videos, somebody suggested how about I look at all of the solo Black Series figures. So I will say now that Dryden Voss and Han in the Mud Trooper outfit, since that's in the wave that is currently being found out in the States and not up here in Canada. And for those of us waiting on our orders to make it, so I am 2 characters short for having all of the solo run of the Black Series figures. So, and here, we'll just show off my cool shirt today. Shazam! So looking forward to that coming out in beginning of April. So should be good. So we're gonna. How about we go with, I guess my favorite solo figure down to my least favorite, and we may have to move that around a little bit. Debating on how the other 2 figures in the new wave add up. So from what I'm seeing with the Han and Mud Trooper, that looks really, really good. Dryden Voss, again, another one of those figures, like, did we really need that? I honestly don't think that we needed that figure. And okay, Whoopi, his weapons and his face work with hot and cold, so it makes more defined anger marks or whatever, and then it's got more of a red hue on his 2 little knifey doodads that he has. So not that I'm making fun of the figure yet, because I haven't had it in my hands, so I'm just passing judgment without actually having it yet. So we'll start with my favorite, and we will work down to the worst. And there's a couple that could probably tie for the worst, but we'll get to those eventually. So my favorite figure, for those who are curious, is the Patrol Trooper. So this guy is friggin' fantastic. I'm almost hard pressed to say that the more I play with this figure, the Trooper, it almost pushes the Rogue One Shore Trooper design down a little bit lower, just because I just think this is just fantastic. Really, it looks kind of like the Biker Scout, and if I wasn't so paranoid about taking my Biker Scout off the speeder bike and not being able to get him into quite the correct position, so that's why he's going to stay there, and I'm not going to compare. But I mean, he looks, considering Empire, he looks like a space cop. He looks like a biker, oh good lord, a police officer that rides a motorcycle. So I mean, even right down to the stripe down into his slightly baggy-ish flexy pants that he's rocking. But I think some of the components that they used for him, I hope they continue to use for other figures, because I mean, just that sort of butterfly joint that they have in the arm, he's got that flexibility for the range, like, the head. I mean, it's the range so far for the back and the going forward is pretty good. The back is just really non-existent, but like the waggle is great. His range is fantastic. I mean, he's got that one, he's got the trooper problem like most of them, that he only does a 90-degree, but you know what, I'm okay with that. That's fine, because I don't think they could have gone with a deeper cut, because it would have come into part of that bracer part, that lower armor. So so that's okay. I'm very good with that. He's got his little holster with his gun, his little side blaster, and at first I thought mine was kind of goofy because his fingers, I'm gonna pick it up, are split like this. And I thought, oh, so I finally got a goof up, because out of all my figures, all the stories I hear from people saying that they got a figure with 2 left feet or 2 right feet, or how some of the droids, one of the feet were backwards. Again, more foot issues or what have you. And I've never had an issue with any figure I've ever bought or received or what have you. So I thought that was a bit of a goof up at first, but then once you see how he grips his little pistol, because it's got that big trigger guard, so to speak. So so it's okay. So I don't mind so much that they did that. And then he's got his little, I like to call it his light cycle baton. So maybe he's going to jump into the digital world and go up against Sark or Tron. So there's some early '80s reference right there. So I thought that was really cool. Goes into his little side belt quite nicely. He's just great. Like, look, he can kick his own backside. He can even go higher than that. But like, that's just great. I wish they would have done, and I kind of think with that flex that he's got, I almost think that they originally had maybe a design to do the bike for the speeder bike, but I don't know why they scrapped it. I think that was a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. So now there is, I think I put it up in my Instagram a while back, but here, I'm just gonna go behind me and see if I still have this card. Yes, I do. Okay, I will hold this up and give the Outer Rim Outpost a plug. No sponsorship or anything like that. Fantastic stuff. I will do it here as well. Hopefully you guys can make out the email, phone number, whichever. So I believe they're out of London, Ontario. So they are Canadian, and does a lot of 3D printing. Actually, it was his booth that I met him and picked up. He had a Shock Trooper, which I didn't have. So and then on his table, I saw a gray 3D print of the bike for the Patrol Trooper, and was like, ooh. And if it wasn't for the fact that I spent probably a king's ransom that day, I was really tempted to see if I could have bought the one he had, or if it would have been something I would have had to have ordered. I wasn't smart enough to think about that ahead of time. But I do believe, I think he charges, $60, I think he said, to do one, and that's not painted. You'd have to do the painting you want yourself, rather. But I think I may do that, because I will be caught up, I think, again with Black Series, provided they don't just drop some secret ones here and there. But as far as the next wave, I think we're not looking till summertime, I believe. So it's still a few months. So I may go ahead and get in touch with, I believe, Craig Plumley, I believe is his name. So I may get a hold of Craig and maybe order a bike and try my hand at doing some paint on it, and getting this guy on his speeder. But I guess that'll mean I'll have to see if I can pick up. I've never seen another one of these guys in the wild, so I may have to eat a little bit of a higher price on Amazon, or see if I can find one on eBay or something like that. So if I can pick up another one for retail, or maybe even a little better than retail. I think I definitely want at least another one of him. So that'll do it. So favorite one, Solo Wave, and yeah. So again, if you want to see pictures of that speeder bike, check out my Instagram. Like I said, it was a ways back, easily probably a couple of months, but I think I haven't got a ton of pictures on there, so it should be pretty easy to get to. So that's it. So I don't know. What do you guys think so far for the Trooper? Awesome, like A1, just fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So like, comment, share, subscribe, turn the bell notification on, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo, as it seems that I'm doing one a night, I guess. So for now anyways, I don't want to end up running out of figures too soon, but we'll find something else. But anyways, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys probably tomorrow. So have a good one, eh?